So there's another Warner Brothers story that we kind of so I did another one that was talking about how Warner Brothers was basically giving out all of its various licenses to all these various other companies and things, and so you might find the Batman animated series chat on the Disney Plus, the streaming service, or something on Netflix. It's like it's all over the place. Well, there's been more information recently about Warner Bros. Discovery, and it's just kind of it's disturbing to me. And one of the things is the fact that, let me get this up. Here it is. Yes, here it is. Now, this is from a couple of days ago, but then I really started to dig into it. And that is the fact that Warner Brothers Discovery is apparently, under David Zaslav, it's setting itself up to basically be flipped, renovated, if you will. It's like a goddamn house, and then sold or merged with NBC Universal in 2024. And this is specifically coming from, what article is this? Hold on, let me get this up for you, chat. This is from comicbook.com. Analysts think that a Warner Bros. Discovery NBC Universal merger could be in the near future. This is according to the Hollywood Reporter. That's what it is, sorry. Warner Bros. Discovery has been struggling, specifically as CEO David Zaslav searches for a Kevin Feige figure to head their DC franchise, if he is at all. Analysts think that the Comcast CEO Brian Roberts could take advantage of the situation and purchase Warner Bros. Discovery to merge with NBC Universal. An executive knowledge of both companies told THR, obviously Peacock sucks. It absolutely does. Thank you. There are some good synergies. I'm sure Roberts is licking his chops because the WBD stock is so low. I think that's Zaslav's endgame. Get the place sold. Meanwhile, Warner Bros. Discovery spokesperson said, we are building Warner Bros. Discovery for the long term. As comicbook.com notes, this merger couldn't take place until April 2024 when Comcast has the right, but not the obligation to sell its remaining 33% of stock of Hulu to Disney. Roberts suggests that Goldman Sachs Plus Technology Conference that he would be open to instead buying Hulu outright. I believe Hulu is up for sale. Comcast would be interested in buying it, Roberts said. So with a lot of other tech and media companies, you would have a robust auction. Okay, this is my thing. This is the thing that disturbs me. And also, I think, kind of reveals a lot about David Zaslav and the type of businessman he is. If he's going in there and he's basically just renovating it, getting rid of stuff, clearing out, selling all of these licenses or renting them out to different place, and then basically making it a more, viable, like, buy for another company to come in there and just kind of scoop it up. To me, that's, like, really frustrating because this whole idea, because everyone's been saying, like, you don't understand, Chris. David Zaslav, he's trying to save Warner Brothers. He wants to do the 10-year plan for DC. He wants to set that up, and he's going to bring back the Snyderverse, and he's doing all these things, and they're getting rid of animation because animation's bad. And it's like, no. What it all is, he's just, what it potentially could be now, Chad. Now it's like, now this makes a lot more sense. He's just setting up to make it look like a great buy for another company. And then he's like, wash my hands of it, and he gets a big fucking check out of this goddamn thing, and he's good. If that's what's actually going on, all the other people that are underneath him, if that's what's going on, it explains a lot. It explains just the gutting of the company, the lower stock price, how its market value has fallen so sharply within the last few months. It's like, oh shit, this could be what's actually going on. And so that whole thing about planning actual movies and a strategy, that was just a fucking smoke screen for all the people that are like fans of these various properties. And what's really going on is I'm gutting this thing so I can sell it and I can make more money out of it. Now, that makes a lot more sense at this point. Now it puts everything into perspective of what's actually going on. And to me, that's just really shitty. And at the end of the day, I mean, David Zaslav wins. The company that buys Warner Brothers, Discovery, whoever they are, they win. But the people that lose, obviously, are the creators of all these various shows and franchises, chat, whether it be live action or animated, but also all of us, all the fans who like this type of content, want to succeed and proliferate and to continue to grow, because we're getting less of that content now because of decisions like this, because of what this potentially is being set up as. And that to me is just so shitty. That to me is so incredibly frustrating. And now who even knows what the state of Warner Bros. Is going to be in the next few years. The state of the DC universe or anything else. It doesn't matter. Because that was never the intention, was to grow this thing. It was to gut it and sell it. Like a fucking fish. That's what it was. Just scoop out all the guts, get rid of it, make it lean and mean, and boom, put on a plate and go, you want it? All right, that's how you got to pay it. If that's what's going on, horrible. Really, really horrible. That is very upsetting and frustrating. That's how I feel about it. What about you guys? How do you feel? Gene, good to see you, Gene. I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad, Gene. Pleasure to have you here. Welcome. Meekly Sheep with 25 biddies. Everyone else touches the barbie. I will throw it. I mean, who knows? Maybe that will be on the chopping block next. The axe of David Zaslav does not discriminate. Especially if you're animated. You're animated. Ooh, cut your head off. Quick. Well, there's option 3. David Zaslav is a moron. There's option 3. It could be that he could just be stupid. That is another thing. It could be, it's 3 things. It's legitimately 3 things, chat. It's either he's cleaning house so he can set everything up for the future and think long term. Okay. I don't like what he's cutting, but whatever. Sure. Okay, it could be that. All right. Number 2, he's doing this to gut it so he can sell and he can make a profit and all of his fat fucking friends can make a profit and boom. Or as option 3, as Deadpool just put, or he could be fucking dumb and not know actually what he's doing. It's one of the 3. That's what it is. So we'll see. It's horrific, says Chris. Annoyed. I'm just annoyed and frustrated. Like, we're not gonna get any fucking, like, Warner Bros. Doesn't have enough money to promote or put any more movies in theaters. It has 2 this year. It has, what is it? It's Hello My, what was it about that fucking, I don't remember the movie. No one cares. That Hello My Darling, which apparently sucks. But people were interested in the behind the scenes nonsense for that A Little Wild movie than the actual movie itself. And then the Black Adam. That's it. Oh, you mean trying to sell W properties while the stock's or the license at the very least, putting out the license, giving to other people so then they can create content. And so it's like, hey, we're going to give you this license for a while. It's like renting the licenses out, if you will. Here, like for example, we're going to give you the Looney Tunes license, Disney. You want to make Looney Tunes cartoons? There you go. You could do that. Or, Sony, you want to make, like whatever you want to do. A Superman live action series. There, you can do it if you want. Here's the light. Like shit like that. That's what they're doing right now. Oh, I already said this last week, but it bears repeating. Disney buying Fox should not be used as a basis for others too. Well, this is different than what with Disney and Fox. This whole situation is just completely different. Disney didn't buy Fox and then gut Fox and then sell it and didn't do anything with their properties forever. This is a totally different situation. What's actually happening? Let's see here. Sleazy! The animation purge was awful. I'm really worried what we'll look like in 10 years. Yeah. I mean, not many animated projects. That's what's going to happen. Glee, the 100 Babies! Game Discovery, indeed, Glee. Good to have you here. Discovery Bros. Assholes, Discovery Bros. Worse than the Wario Bros, chap. Whereas the NetherRealm Studios game will be a Marvel vs. DC fighting game. So there's the last game. That would be fucking crazy to do. And then the license, I don't know how they would agree to do that. That would kill. I don't know how you get those companies to agree with each other. Anyway. That just shows what kind of business guy he is. This is just like, yeah, he's just gutting the entire company just to sell. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why the whole situation with, Disney, I mean, it's completely different. It's not the same thing, any capacity. Universal buys Looney Tunes, makes CG Looney Tunes movie with Chris Pratt. This is Bugs Bunny. No. Yeah, don't worry. That's it. Don't worry, darling. Yeah. Behind the scenes drama sounds more interesting than 100%. I was like, what? This movie just looks like Stepford Wives in the desert. It's Stepford Wives in the desert. I get it. All right. Makes you, yeah. I mean, all these they'll have WB games. Yeah, I'm sure they'll. I mean, there was stuff before that they were interested in selling WB games. Yeah. So it's like Sony letting Marvel borrowing license to Spider-Man. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that you can make. We're selling this to you for now. Yeah, forever time frame contracts. You make your cartoons. You make your movies or whatever. It'll be WB Discovery, Apple, Comcast, PepsiCo. I love that. He's a merger acquisitions guy. Doesn't care so much about the action. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. That's what this is. That's what everyone's saying now, that it's not really about cultivating content or creating content. It literally is. We're gonna gut everything that we seemingly don't like or doesn't make it, viable. For someone who wants to acquire it, we'll just get rid of all the shit we don't need or we don't want, we don't need, quote unquote. Keep the stuff that maybe we want and go like, here you go. There it is. Yeah, and selling it. Yeah, it's like gutting a fish. It's like gutting and selling a fish dish. I can't wait until someone makes a movie about the Macon tour. I want that movie so bad. That's the movie I want. 100%. That'd be so fucking funny. If they could do a better job than W did with their properties, I don't see the problem. The problem is that it's just the lie. The whole lie that it was never about like, no, we're coming in there because we're going to clean this up. We're going to set all this up to be we're going to have a DC universe. It was like, no, that was never the intention. It was they were using that as a facade. Like, we're going to have a 10-year plan. It'll be just like what Kevin Feige's doing with the Marvel. It's like, no, that was never David Zaslav's plan. He's just saying that to make it viable for someone to buy. Like, hey, see, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do it this way and do it that way, but it's never that was actually set up or put in place. It's just gut the company, get rid of the things you don't want, license out, build more capital, get more money, right? And go like, here's what's left. Here's the carcass of Warner Brothers. You want to buy it? Okay, here's the fucking money. This is the amount we want. So that's what people are saying. So that's what I'm really concerned about. What I feel like is really shitty about this situation. That whole fucking plan about developing all this content, wanted to have it be this way and that way. That was never what was actually going to happen. It was, matter of fact, the complete opposite. It was the complete total opposite. We never had anything of that in the works. We just wanted to see it to make it seem viable. That's what this is. And so, yeah, frustrating to say the least, Sheb. But we'll see what happens. I'm not expecting a lot. I'm not expecting a lot. I'm not expecting. I mean, there's just weird, confusing shit. Like I talked about this last week. I'm like, why are they doing? And the only thing I can think of. But the whole story about they're making a Constantine 2, the Keanu Reeves Constantine movie that came out 17 fucking years ago. They're making a sequel. It's like, why? Why are you making a sequel to that? Are you actually making a sequel? I don't know. But it's like to a movie that I'm still people like that. I was like, people love that. I'm like, why? But in any case, whatever. And the only thing I can think of is like, well, Keanu Reeves is huge right now because, his capital is never higher, even though, like, The Matrix is a huge fucking bomb. But the John Wick, people love him as John Wick, And so, like, yeah, what's a property that we had where, we can still use Keanu Reeves? Matrix was a bust. What else can we? Oh, fucking Constantine. All right, I'll put him in now. Let's do it. Yeah, sequel. Yeah, let's do that. Make it. And you know what? I bet you, chat. It's gonna be John Wick. It's gonna be John Wick with magic. I bet you that's what's going to happen. Yep. So, we'll see. I just, to this day, I just can't believe it that they're making that movie. I don't like that film. I thought his performance was terrible. The last 15 minutes of that film is brilliant. That movie is like maybe like a low rental at best most of the time. But when Peter Stormare, and also, Tilda Swinton does a good job when the scene she has. But when Peter Stormare gets on screen, holy fucking shit, he kills it as Satan. I was like, oh my God, this is great. But then that was also the scene where Keanu Reeves like has no lines. So, yeah, I just know Kaz Faye, Heart Hands Moderator Extraordinary. Kaz Faye, good to see you. By the way, I was wearing this shirt yesterday. I was going to tell people Kaz Faye sent me this suit. Speaking of Satan, Kaz Faye sent me this super cool shirt. It's the Hellfire Club, chat. I love it. It looks really cool. So thank you so much, guys. And I'm wearing Kaz Faye's other shirt she sent me. So Heart Hands, thank you. Hope you're having a nice evening. We're currently talking about some genre stories before I jump into my review for Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Yes. But yeah, chat, I'm not too happy about all the news items today. Very, very frustrating right now, I have to say, from Warner Brothers Discovery to everything going on with Ezra Miller. It's terrible. Isaac, Dad, Chicken Wayne, good to have you here. Isaac, hope you're doing well. Man, Matt Ryan is Constantine at this point, and I much prefer the actual magic angle. Can't get excited for gun-wielding Constantine again with some magic element sprinkled in. Yeah. No, I mean, Matt, it's funny. Matt Ryan is, I think, absolutely the best live-action animated Constantine we've had. I still feel like he's being a little sanitized, though, compared to, like, the original books and things. But, yes, he is the best one. But you're right. I feel like I wouldn't be excited because he's gonna do gun kata and gun fu. I'm like, that's not who Constantine doesn't use a gun. So you're right about that. By the way, Wicked City. Fucked up. That movie's fucked up, by the way. On-view commentary going up tomorrow. Oh, Lord. Ah. I remember a lot. I don't remember a lot about that movie, except for the dude running into the liquor store and smashing bottles. Yeah, not a lot to remember, honestly. It's a little rough. It's a little rough, in my opinion. Any case, Jeff. Yeah, those are the genre stories I wanted to talk about.